What's good, YouTube? Welcome back to the channel. It's Trenton Gibson, and I appreciate the love and support for the channel so far. It's been amazing. And in our college basketball season, the non-conference is over. So I wanted to jump in and see what the biggest stars were doing, how they did throughout the whole non-conference, and what can we expect now that conference play comes. Conference play is what matters. It's what gets us into March, what gets us into the tournament. So we got to be prepared. We got to do all these good things. And I want to break these things down so we can know what to expect coming in January and February. But until then, let's get to it. And welcome to the program. Okay, this might be one of the easiest breakdowns I've had so far. And why is that? Because it's Braden Smith, number 3 for the Purdue Boilermakers right here. Now, Braden Smith is a vet. He's been in college for a minute, so he knows the game, knows the reads. His clips are easy to break down because every clip feels like the right play. And that is a good thing to have. This Purdue team is built around him. As far as they got the bigs, they always do. He can work well with them. They got shooters around him. So this is a good team. This is a real team, maybe not an NIL team, but it's a good team. Now, they can't get overwhelmed. They got overwhelmed by Iowa State. I think they're 12-1 right now, so not much to complain about with that. So let's jump into Braden Smith and see what he has to show us. Okay, so we'll come through right here, here. We're going to pass it. Now let's pause. All right, so he's running through. We setting the screen. Now, there's not much pressure on this, so he can be comfortable. He's heels on three-point line. As we progress a little bit, he's toes on three-point line. So there's not much pressure on us. 8 seconds left, so something does have to happen rather soon. We need to take the best shot we can take. And so he's going to slip this screen. And what happens when he slips it, he does a little pass fake, which takes him with him, makes him hesitate. So now we have an open look, to be honest. I mean, this is not a wide open look, but it's so lightly contested that I would call it an open look, especially for somebody as good as Braden Smith. And this is what happens a lot of times, you know what I'm saying? These slip screens can cause confusion. There's no pressure. And we got to let these go as guards, especially, like I said, it's 6 seconds left. We need the best shot we can get. Okay, so good shot, just misses it. Now, with this clip right here, we're out in trans. And something that really speaks to me, especially, you can see it with Halliburton. Guys can be ahead of them, but they'll still pass the ball back to Halliburton. Why would they do that? Why they pass it back to Braden Smith? Because they know he's going to give it right back. So let's see what happens. He passes the ball back, and now we're running in trans, right? He passes it, sprints ahead, and he gets it right back. Gets an open look. 3, all because he passes the ball back. Now let's go back and see what happens if he were to bring it up. So he brings it up. He would match up with him. He matches. Everybody's matched. But since he passes the ball back to Hod or Pettiford right here, feels like, okay, I need to pick Braden Smith up, and he can run ahead and get an open shot. And the last thing I want to point out right here is just the zip on Braden Smith's passes. He has great zip, and once again, makes it easier for shooters. But also, I mean, he's dinging the ball around. Fast passes, little things at the point guard position really matter, and that's one of those small things. Probably play baseball or football. Okay, so Braden Smith right here gets a little steal, right? He gets a lot of steals just by seeing things, quick hands. We're running in transition. He's pushing it, high pace, right? And this is something that I used to like to do a lot. Don't really get it as much anymore, but the bigs run in the middle of the court, and you're just kind of dancing in between. So we're dancing in between, okay, nothing. We get a screen. And so what happens on the screen, we get the switch. Okay, we get a switch. Now, this isn't that much of a mismatch, right? This guy seems pretty strong, right? He seems pretty strong. I mean, seems pretty big as well, probably 6'6". So this guy, this is a big man right here, but still not that much of a matchup. We have a better switch on us as far as we can get downhill. We can make something happen, okay? So nothing happens. He gets a switch. He's very calm, very comfortable. And so we're going to fast forward, and now it's time for us to dance. We have a lot of space right here. So let's see what we do. We blow by the defender. We get by him. And now we shot fake, right? Most of the time, if a defender is beat and he knows he's beat, then he will go for a shot fake because he wants to make up for it. So shot fake, lean into him, get the foul, right? Good job. Good job to operate against the switch. Now, a lot of times Purdue is running this play, or I've seen him run it multiple times, where Braden Smith passes it here, he comes out, and then we have this little double. You can call it a double drag, but it's an off screen from 4 right here. He's going to set the screen, and he's going to come off, right? And once he comes off, if he doesn't hedge, let's say he's playing drop and he has to absorb, because it's going to be very hard for this guy to get over 2 screens, okay? So if big man has to drop, then we're going to have our big man roll into the middle of the paint, which is going to be very hard for him to absorb, and we're going to have another man in the corner. So let's see how this one plays out, right? So we have this little screen. Braden does a good job setting it up. He gets hit, and he actually decides to go under. I don't know if that's a scout. He decides to go under, right? And so he gets over a little bit, but in this coverage, Auburn decides we want to hedge to stop everything I just said, okay? But Braden Smith's a good point guard, and he absorbs this hedge. But the good thing about him absorbing this hedge is it doesn't slow him down. Sometimes you can get hit with a hedge. Sometimes I get hit with a hedge, and it slows me down, right? But he continues to keep going. He bounces off of it. And since 45, big target is down here, this defender has to absorb. So what can Braden do? Braden does what all good point guards can do, can see a step ahead, sees a piece here. It's going to be the look right here. Skips it, on time, on target. Like I said, we're going to run it back for the zip on the pass. The zip on the pass, perfect, right in his hands, and it's great, right? High-level point guard plays right here. So now, okay, we get another one. We get it out in trans. We're running in trans. Good. Everybody's running. Okay. Now, where's the open space on this? We got guys here. So it's a lot of open space right here. So Marquette's guard gives up the reject. And so now he's essentially at our mercy, right? We got him chin over his toes. He's not on balance. 24 right here does a good job. He was going to cut through, but he sees, hey, Braden's coming downhill, so let me get back out. So we get downhill. And what do? This is high level. Look at this athleticism right here by him. He's able to stop on this foot, fully extended. Stop, push off, little tap, and gets a wide open. I mean, this is not a wide open shot, but I mean, essentially wide open mid-range, perfect in rhythm, no rush, no, you know what I'm saying? Good flow in this shot, and those are the ones that you should go in high level. Okay, another example. All right, we see the switch right here, as in this gets confused, but Braden sees, I'm telling you, he's seeing these things a step ahead, sees this, decides to go, got the foot speed to grab it, and now we're out in trans. Now look at this, right? A lot of guys are going to say, I'm going to go finish this, but instead creates for his teammates. And this, when you do this as a guard, you get your teammates, like he's back here, you get your teammates saying, oh yeah, I'm liable to get a free 2 points because I know he's not just going to go up with it, right? Get a free 2 points, and your teammates love you. You're doing good. You got to steal an assist. You feel good about yourself. All the good things, right? Point guard, love it. Point guard rebound. Get out of here, big man. Let me get a rebound. So we go. We're pushing. And so this is what happens, right? And this is great. Like I said, Purdue is a good team. They work well together. So Braden's coming down in 45. I mean, coaches love this. This will be on the film, right? 45 is causing a lot of havoc, okay? As far as he's really put his anchor down in the paint. So put his anchor down in the paint. And what does that do? It causes him, as in this defender, to be paying attention to this. Because if he's not paying attention, he's all being worried about here, then we're going to have an over-the-top easy layup. So he's saying, I need to pay attention. What does that do? He sees this. Wingman sees this. He sees he's paying attention. Let me go fill this corner, right? And he's paying attention. He doesn't even know, right? All set up by this is what teams do for each other. Braden pushes it with good pace. Big man's sealing in the paint, causing a lot of attention. We get a wide open three, right? Great team basketball right there. Braden steps in, gets a steal. Like I said, good hands. Right? Doesn't get a steal, but at least a deflection. Now we get the rebound, and we're off. Everybody needs a sprint. Right? Everybody's running. Another thing, right? Crosses the court, cuts the court, picks the side, cuts the court. Good job. And even though he doesn't have anything, he's not going to go in and finish this. But he's still, you know what I'm saying? He's still causing pressure on the rim. So he brings it downhill, causes pressure. And this is right here is things that, you know, this is what you get from playing with your big man for a few years. Now, as a pro, we always pretty much with our teammates just play with each other for 1 year. So that continuity is not necessarily there. But he knows that he's going to be sealing, so he can bring it down. And it's just good to see these type of things. You don't see this that much in basketball anymore because everybody's on a new team every single year. Okay, here we go. Bounce out pass. We're running through our set. And so we set a good screen right here. And this is a secret to getting yourself open. I just covered it in the Michael Brown tape. But you set a cross screen, or you set a screen. You set a good screen. And what does that screen allow you to do? Your man has to help because you set a good one. And Braden Smith's going to get an open shot right here. So he sets a cross screen. We call it a screen to screener. So he's going to come down and screen the guy who was screening. So screen the screener. So screen. His man has to help. Bring it down. We get another screen, get a hit. He tries to cheat it, get over. Braden goes under. And now, good shot. All right, easy. Make it easy for yourself. Once again, good team play. Okay, so we're bringing it across. What do we have? Nothing. He's posting. Okay, we're good. Fast forward. All right, so we got a wide pick and roll, side pick and roll. Braden's going to come off. What do we have? Yep, good. So here, now this man's beat. So now it's really a 2-on-1. If we keep bringing it out this way, the big's going to be in confusion. He's going to not be able to pick the man, right? If we go right at his body, then he's going to be able to pick Braden up. But since we create more confusion, create more time for a big man to get downhill on the roll, he's able to do that. Now, what does this behind the back do? First off, it's more deceptive, as in these guys can't necessarily see it, as well as it's in the flow of his dribble, throws behind the back. He's nowhere to help. He can't help. And now we got Duncan, right? Good plays by Braden. And this is why it's fun to break it down, because it's veteran plays. This is stuff that, you know what I'm saying? He's very comfortable. And when you're comfortable, you can do these things. Okay, so now we got high pick and roll right here playing Texas Tech. Decent team. And so he's going to snake this pick, right? He's going to snake it. Why is he snaking? Because he gets over, and this man's kind of in this gap. So if we snake it into open space, then we're going to have chance for our big man to roll. Like I always say, buying our big man time to get downhill and roll, and we can drag him out, always just create more stress on the defense. So let's see what happens. He snakes it, right, and gets to his shot, right? This is an in-flow rhythm shot, especially for Braden Smith. He likes fading over this left shoulder, fading and shooting that way. So he likes it, he gets downhill, calls his own number. Like I said, he's comfortable. These are comfortable plays. Okay, so we got it right here. And so once again, this is another form of that when the 4-man was setting the screen and big man catches it and we're coming off. It's just another form of that. So he wants to come off for this handoff but doesn't get it. So what he's going to do is set a screen, and we're here. Set the screen. Now Braden gets, like, he's hit, right? So now he sees that he's hit. He sees that he's hit. So now, once again, it's 2-on-1 against him, and big man knows he has to get to the rim. So let's see what happens. He sees it. He's like, okay, there's no way for me to hit. I need to go. So he goes. And now this guy's in a bind, right? So Braden drags him out. This guy's in a bind. He can either go for the shot here. He can either guard his man, or he has to go up the dunk. What happens? Braden passes it down, wide open shot, dunk. Perfect. All right, here you go. It's the last clip. Now we're here. Set a pick and roll, pick. And this is high level, right? This is what you have to do in the ball screen. You have to just see how they're guarding it, right? There's nobody here to guard the ball screen. So we see he's going to get hit. We go right into our shot and get our rhythm. Green. And that's Braden Smith. Like, Braden Smith works so well as a PG. He's the leader of Purdue Boilermakers, and he will be the reason if they go far or not. He understands the game. He controls the pace, and his teammates trust him. They trust him to get them the ball, and that is a good team when the point guard can be the point guard and everybody else surrounds him being aggressive. But let me know what you think of Braden Smith. Do you think Purdue will get to where they want to get to this season? And go ahead and like, subscribe, and go ahead and comment.